Hello everyone, it's Leanne with Lovely Art. Today I'm going to be reviewing this mechanical pencil set by NicPro. NicPro has asked if they could send some of their products for me to try out and in turn provide an honest review. The pencil set comes in this plastic casing, and as you can see here, I'm having a lot of difficulty opening it. I'm not a fan of this plastic casing. I found it a little flimsy, again, difficult to open. I would have maybe preferred a metal case or something with a little bit more structure to it. So here's a close-up of everything that is included. There's lots of variety here, which is great. It comes with two of these lead holders that are 2.0 millimeter, and it also has the 4 different refills, a 2H, an HB, a 2B, and a 4B. And the refill containers are sort of a hexagon shape, so they won't roll off of your table and break your lead. So that's a bonus as well. The erasers are just your typical plastic erasers. It comes with these 2 little sharpeners to sharpen the lead. It comes with a container of 60 pieces of HB lead for each of the different sizes of the mechanical pencils. And there are a 0.3, a 0.5, a 0.7, and a 0.9 millimeter pencil. The first one I'm testing out is the lead holder. I'm using the 2.0 millimeter HB lead, and I'm just doing a little bit of a gradient effect here, and then I'm going to try and sharpen it. And this is when I realized that that wasn't a sharpener at the end. So I just used the sharpener that came with the set. And one thing I noticed is I had to take the lead out of the lead holder in order to sharpen it because it kept spinning around in the holder and wouldn't sharpen. I'm using a soft paintbrush and a blending stump to blend it out. I am using a bristle smooth surface paper. And so now I'm just going to change over the lead in the lead holder. And I tried doing it from the top, and for some reason it wasn't moving downward. So I ended up having to refill it from the bottom, which is fine. I'm now using the 2H graphite, and it's a little bit harder than the HB graphite, and it is applying nice and smoothly to the paper. I really love saving the shavings from sharpening graphite into a powder, and it blends out beautifully, as you can see in these little demos here. The next one I'm testing is the 2B, and as you can see here, it's definitely a lot darker, a lot softer. If you're not familiar with what the different lead grades mean, the little number and letter on the end of the pencil, then I do have a great video on my YouTube channel that you can check out. I'll be sure to link it down below. One thing to note about softer grades of graphite is they can blend out a lot more than a harder grade, which I love. So this one here being a 4B, it is the darkest of this set, and it's very soft, and it can blend out a lot further on the page, and it can provide a lot more depth to your drawing. So next I want to test out the erasers. Both the block eraser and the end of the mechanical erasers work well. So now moving on to actually testing out the mechanical pencils. The first one I'm starting with is the 0.9 millimeter HB graphite, and then the 0.7 millimeter, and then the 0.5 millimeter. And all 4 of these mechanical pencils have HB lead refills. The last one I'm going to test is a 0.3 millimeter. This one here I wanted to close up because I tried doing squiggly lines here, and numerous times it was breaking on me, and I had a very, very light hand. I eventually got to the point where it stopped breaking, and I was able to do a little test with details. In summary, I found this to be a quality pencil set with a good variety of lead sizes and grades. The pencils were comfortable to hold, and the graphite applied smoothly to the paper. The fine-tip mechanical pencils make an excellent tool for tiny details such as flyaway hairs, eyelashes, brows, and even tiny veins in the eye. A few areas for improvement would be the pencil case. I'm not a fan of plastic cases. I found this one to be difficult to open and a bit flimsy. I prefer something a bit more sturdy like a metal case, but that's just me. After testing the pencils for an eye drawing, I found the graphite slightly waxy and difficult to blend out over large areas such as the skin. I would have liked a darker grade of graphite to be included, such as a 6B or 8B, for adding depth and contrast. In my demo drawing, I needed to use a black polychromos pencil in order to achieve the darkness I needed. The 0.3 millimeter lead broke quite easily, even with a light hand, And although not necessary, but more of a convenience, a great indicator on the lead holders would have been nice. Overall, this is a handy little set that is great for simple sketching, drafting, and day-to-day use. It makes a wonderful addition to have in my studio for creating fine detailed work in my hyper-realistic drawings.